Okay, here we are. So it's time now for us to set up our carrots so that we have more than one. So we're going to add quite a few. So this will be our code that adds carrots to room. Okay, and then this is going to be our code that sets the direction. Okay, so all we need to do basically is now start to create more and more of these objects so that they're ready to go. And the good thing is, because we are importing it from this carrot file, we can do this quite quickly. So what I'm actually going to do is just modify this a little bit and say carrot underscore object underscore one. Okay, and I'm going to add an underscore one to here, and then we need it down here as well, because otherwise carrot object doesn't exist anymore. But this is just going to make it much faster for us to be able to add the rest of them. Because what we're going to do here is we are going to just copy our carrot and paste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of them. And then we're just going to change 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then we obviously need to change these objects here as well. So that's going to then be a 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then for our direction, we do the same thing again. Okay, where we're going to copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just change the number here as well to carrot 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, not 5 and 6. And looks like I've added one too many, so I'll have to get rid of that one as well. Okay, so from there, we now have 6 carrot objects that are on screen and 6 carrot objects that are set in motion. Now, the only issue that we have here is currently we have every single one of our carrots starting on exactly the same position. So I'm going to just go back through and I'm going to be a little bit lazy and I'm just going to set this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're just going to change the X position of all of the carrots. Okay, we don't need to change the directions because it's completely random at that point. So if we press play now and have a look at our game, you can see our carrots have already started moving, but they would all start in a line and they all start moving around. And when they hit each other, they bounce off and they still bounce off all the walls and things like that. So that's our carrot done. Okay, so each time if we play the game now, we can click on the carrot and they delete themselves. So it's time to make our game a little bit more challenging for the player. And all we need to do is we need to go and create a bomb object, and then we're going to do the same thing and import the bomb object onto the screen so that we can then make it so that it's a little bit more difficult for the player. Now, the quick and easy way to do that, if I right click on my carrot object, I can duplicate this, or at least I can say copy, and then I'm going to right click on there and just say paste. Now, instead of getting a carrot this time, I want to create a bomb. So I'm just going to change the name. So remember, I've right clicked on the objects folder and then I'm creating a bomb. And when I hit enter, I now have a bomb sitting here. Now, this obviously means that we're going to have to go back through and edit a lot of this code. Okay, so first things first, our class can't be carrot anymore. Our class has to be bomb. All right. And then we're not going to use the carrot image. We're going to create bomb image. We're going to grab the bomb.png and then we're going to set the image using the bomb underscore image variable. Now the rest of this somewhat stays the same. Okay, when we have our thing here that says handle collisions, we still want them to collide with the carrots, but we also want them to collide now with each other. So this time we're going to add bomb in there, which reminds me that I now need to jump into, I'm going to copy this text, jump into our carrot file and just have it so it registers the same collision either with a carrot or a bomb. Okay, so super fast. All I did was added that one to my bomb file. It still needs to be able to collide with the carrots, jumped into the carrot file and pasted the same thing in. Now, the only other thing that we are going to change here is just what happens if we click on the bomb. Now, we don't want the bomb to delete itself. We actually want our room to restart. So we're just going to say self.room underscore running equals false. Okay, and all that's going to do is just restart our game for us. The rest of the code down here at the bottom can stay exactly the same, which is awesome because we're still going to be checking the left against 0 and the right against the width, and same for the top and the bottom. So that's all good. So we have our bomb code written. Now we can jump in here and we need to use our init file or change our init file. So we have from objects.bomb import bomb. Okay, so that's now changed as well. So that's ready to go. Oops, objects bomb import bomb. Okay, so that's ready to go. And then we need to come into our veggie room and we also need to import bomb. Okay, and then we're going to start to add some bombs to our room. So the really cool thing here is we can do the same thing again where we copy and paste the positions. All right, I might add another comment here. Adds bombs to room. Okay, and I can paste my caret in here, but what I'm going to say here is this time it's going to be bomb, oops, with some correct spelling, bomb object 1 is equal to bomb self, and then this time we might just set you to like 100 and 200, so slightly different position here, and then it needs to be the bomb object 1. Okay, so that now means that we have a bomb on screen. I'm just going to add 3 more of these. So number 2, number 3, number 4. Obviously we need to go through and change those numbers again so that they say bomb object 2, 3, and 4. And you will remember that we also need to go through and change the space that it's going to be in. So our bomb here, we might make this 200 and that one can stay at 200 actually, 300 and 400. Okay, so these are gonna, it's sort of not perfectly random because it's gonna align somewhere, all right? And then we need to set our bombs in motion. And again, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna copy this caret object 1, paste it down there, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, I'm gonna change this to bomb, should change the word first actually. Bomb object 1. Then we're going to have bomb object 2. Bomb object 3. And then obviously bomb object 4 at the end. Let's get rid of that first. Okay, so now our bombs are all running as well. Let's press play and see what we get. Okay, so now we have bombs on the screen, carets on the screen, they all bounce off each other, they all bounce off the sides. We click the carets, they, let me go, there we go. They all go away. All right, and then obviously when we click on the bomb, nothing's happening yet. All right, let's have a quick gander at what's happening there. So on our bomb, the code, whoops, it's not room underscore running, it's self.room.running. Okay, so there's a little typo there that you'll need to fix up. So on your clicked function inside your bomb, you need to make sure it's self.room.running. Okay, and then when we press play, this time we should find that it works. So I can show you that. I'll get rid of the carets again first because it'll make it nice and obvious. There's our carets gone, click on the bomb, and then our game restarts because we lost. Okay, so that's it for Vegie Samurai. So where to from here? You can obviously make your game a little bit different by adding some extra sprites that you can click on, or maybe you might have some harder enemies. And remember, of course, the place that you can go to find some of those things is you could come into Icon Ninja again, and maybe this time you're going to search for some broccoli. Okay, and then you'll get like a nice broccoli icon that you can use instead, and you can add that, and maybe it moves faster. But yeah, it's all over to you now, so good luck. I hope you've enjoyed building Vegie Samurai through the GameFrame platform built by Stephen Tucker.